Curry Creek Vineyards is one of the most aptly named vineyards that we work with at Red Newt, and also one of our favorites. It is functionally a monopole for Red Newt, meaning that all the fruit comes to us from that site. And it's a small planting that, unique for the Finger Lakes, only focuses on Gewürztraminer and Pinot Gris.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of Alsatian-focused planting, which I believe John Santos, and who is one of the growers, his wife Allison as well, is really passionate about those varietals, which I believe is why we've got them in the ground and why we have access to work with them today. John is not a short person. He is a tall man, and the vineyard site really does reflect that. The fruiting zone is actually quite high up and does stretch probably a little bit 2 to 3 feet higher than some of the other vineyards that we work with. So you just have this great amount of exposure that the fruit receives for both, kind of sunlight as well as airflow.
John Santos, being passionate about these relatively finicky grapes, does a beautiful job ripening them. And that can be a real trick. Both of them are favorites of birds, they're favorites of wasps, and both of them can be quite susceptible to disease pressure. So to pull off really ripe expressions of these grapes takes a lot of passion on John's part, a lot of hard work, and a great site.
It is one of the few plantings on Dunkirk soil, which is a rarer soil type here in the Finger Lakes, which allows for a little bit extra drainage, which is key to kind of healthy vineyards here in the Finger Lakes.
Dunkirk soil is a unique soil, as Meg's mentioned. We also have it on our top Riesling site across the lake at Lahoma called the Knoll. But it's a sandstone-derived soil, and really the sort of general understanding of sandstone with white grapes is that it lends itself to opulence. Sometimes maybe too much to opulence, and it results in a little bit of work in the cellar to bring a little more structure in. But that's definitely true with both the Pinot Gris and the Gewürz from Curry Creek Vineyard. There's a weight and a lusciousness to them that is truly their own.
Some of the fun things about working with the Gewürztraminer and Pinot Gris from Curry Creek is we can make a couple of different styles, actually, of these wines. The cream label style Gewürztraminer and Pinot Gris that we make from Curry Creek Vineyards are really friendly, kind of upfront wines. They have all the traditional characteristics that you would find in Gewürztraminer and Pinot Gris, but also very, very approachable at the same time, which, especially for something like Gewürztraminer, can be a tough thing to do. And then we also are able to make the single vineyard expressions of both the Gewürztraminer and the Pinot Gris. And these are definitely pushing the envelope into the weightier, more concentrated styles, a little bit more oily and viscous as well.